anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Utes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffaloes offense will get first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gonna run it. It's Parker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Salter. Makes the catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got it in the middle. It's Hayden. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On target. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Looking for a crease. It's Welch. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass, it's Salter. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Makes the grab. Nice job to get him past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Dampier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Hayden. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got a man. It's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room, it's Parker. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. It's caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Salter. This time it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Gain of 18. And a first down for the offense.
Offense at an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Miller. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up. And
he's going to try to hit him deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to...
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined. The coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've got the screen set up. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in.
Turning it on! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give from the gun. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running behind that left side. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
It's on target and complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down.
Good enough for first down.
The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Caught in the backfield, it's Bentley. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utah!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Salter. Makes the grab. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Hayden. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quickly to the tight end. He's able to get it out to the 25 and needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Buffaloes pick up the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got it behind the line. It's Hayden. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Got his man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This one's complete, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And they get the completion and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get like the easy decision, right? First down.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the air, it's Salter. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Touchdown, Colorado! Fitted in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
Guys, Virginia and North Carolina first met in 1892. It's why they call it the South's oldest rivalry, and we've got the latest. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw. It's Salter. Gets it out fast.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their...
There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Runs through a tackle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Dropping back, it's Salter. Snagged out of the air. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Back's got it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Dampier. caught over the middle. It's Bentley. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this to tie things up in the final minute. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
I love the confidence this coach has in his young kicker to trot him out there, try to tie the game up with under a minute to go. And the kid's got tremendous leg talent, just couldn't execute that field goal.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard when these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack,